Everybody, you excited right now? I'm so excited right now. Like, this is gonna be so good, or so bad. And I have no idea which way it's gonna go. So, I mean, it's an exciting time for sure. So, as you can hopefully see on the screen right now, there's around about 20 minutes until all of this kicks off, okay? I've changed up my streaming setup. So I've got a light over here, a light over here, we've got the chat over there, we've got Twitter over there, we've got the stream over here, we've got all sorts of crazy stuff going on. So if this is a little bit wibbly wobbly, just to begin with, then all good, all good. We'll get there in the end. But how are you all doing? And are you excited? Because holy moly, this has a lot of potential. It really has a lot of potential. How are you all doing in the chat right now? How are you doing? A lot of people saying, hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. Hi guys. That's the hi guys from me. People are saying chill out. People are like, chill out in the chat. It's going to be okay. We're going to be alright. We've got 18 minutes and 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds until it starts. I wanted to start a little bit early for the following reason, okay? There are some possibilities as to how this could go that I think that we need to discuss before this begins, okay? A couple of possibilities. Yes, I'm just going to address this right now. I'm in my kitchen. Because this is where I live. I live in my kitchen. It's not a dead meme at all. No dead memes here. So, Mr. Dalek JD is doing the stream today. He's actually there at the event doing the reveal. So, that, in my opinion, means zombies confirmed. Well, sort of. It means zombies reveal, or whatever else they're doing for their third mode, has got to be coming. Surely. Surely that has to be what that means. If he is there, then surely. I mean, it's a shame that I'm not there. I wish I was there. But maybe next time. I don't know. Maybe for like the reveal of some other stuff that they do in the future. Who knows? But he's there, my boy John. And that, in my opinion, means that in 16 minutes and 47 seconds, we should be getting some pretty exciting stuff happening. Fingers crossed, we're going to get a trailer. That's one thing that I really want to see, obviously. I want to see some info about the game. We just had a donation as well. So thank you very much to Joel Reyes for the $2. Cheers, Joel. There's a lot of potential here. There is a lot of potential. Fox Knox says nice. We've got a lot of people spamming zombies in the chat right now. A lot of people saying, let's go. So I'm excited, man. I am excited. Twitter's going a bit mental. The chat's going a bit mental. People are saying 4th mode. DLC 5th mode confirmed. Hype in the chat from Nova. CV Show says MrRoflWaffles for 1 million. So guys, 16 minutes. Do you think we're going to be getting a zombies reveal today? Or actually, no, let me rephrase that question. Do you think we're going to be getting anything related to zombies? Spam it in the chat right now. Drop that intel on the like button. Like, you see that like button there? You just got to give it the intel right now. Just feed it that intel. Straight up. Straight up. You got to do it, man. So much absolute hype in the chat. A lot of zombie spam. A lot of yo. And a lot of yes. A lot of zombies. And so many people are saying DLC 5 confirmed. Bro, if they confirm DLC 5, you're going to see me explode. Like, I am going to be a molten pile of flesh. I will not be able to contain myself, okay? The tears will flow. They will be flowing. Look, I just said my fog cam. My webcam's fogging up. fog rolling in. Just the thought of DLC 5 is... Okay, breathe. Breathe. DLC 5 would be on another level. It would... Oh, boy. It would be so good. It would be so good. A lot of people getting excited in the chat. I'm going to check... Oh, it sounds... The world sounds really weird without my headphones on. We're going to check what... We are going to check what the interwebs is saying. That's you guys in the chat, what you're saying about this potential, I nearly said potential DLC, this potential zombies reveal in 14 minutes and 20 seconds. In about 10 minutes, they're probably going to start the streams up. They're going to have those countdown timers going. We're going to get locked in and prepared. They're going to start things rolling, and it's going to be brilliant. So much DLC 5 hype in the chat right now. So much. Wait, hold on. Pause. Yo, hold on. Wait. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone, hold the doorbell, hold the telephone, hold the cellular device. I've got to get Snapchat open right now. By the way, add me on Snap. MrRW. That's it. Add me up. But I've just been told... Dr. Salim has just posted on Snapchat. I'm not even kidding. If you think this is a troll, this ain't a troll, boys and girls. This is the real deal. It's right in front of me, okay? I'm going to be showing you this in just a moment. It's Dr. Salim. Now, Dr. Salim was, in case you guys have forgotten, the... What was it called? Black Ops 3, that's the name of the game. Viral campaign protagonist. He was key to the story of Black Ops 3. And with all of those teasers, holy moly, we've got a £10 donation from Gregory Gerstner, sorry. Love you, Milo. Thanks for everything you do for the community. CoD BO3, Milo for president. I'm not American, so I think Trump might be wondering where my sort of birth certificate might be, if that were to happen. But thank you so much for the donation, my friend. And I think you might have actually sent 2. I don't know. It's coming up as 2 for me on my screen. If you sent 2, double the love. Thank you so much, my man. Very, very generous of you. So... Dr. Salim was the main guy, in Black Ops 3, and throughout all of the teasers they did on Snapchat, back when you guys probably hadn't even heard of my channel back then, okay? You probably didn't even know who I was, alright? But I cover those things like crazy, with Unmarked Man, Bluebird, remember all of that? Jaxaplanet, that secret load of teasers that pretty much led into Black Ops 3 Zombies. Like, pretty much. So, Dr. Salim, and I'm going to try and get this to show up on my phone here. Dr. Salim... is in the most recent Snapchat update. Come on, focus. Focus, you absolute watermelon. Come on. There we go. 17 minutes ago. Dr. Salim posts on Snap. Bruh. If this isn't hype, I don't know what is. Like, seriously, this is the real deal. So, should we take a look? We're at 11 minutes and 47 seconds. Should we take a look? Yeah? I think that might be a good idea, you know? By the way, we just had another donation. Kaiju Park. Cheers, fam. $5. DLC 5 is called Bring Those Boots Back to the Damn Ground. It might as well be, to be honest. It might as well be. Okay, so. Let's take a look at what Dr. Salim has just Snapchat. Let me just make sure my volume's up. Alright, I'm hoping there's no, like, crazy loud music here and I'm just gonna knock myself out with it. That would be bad timing before the reveal. So, okay. You've got my nice kitchen in the background. You liking those kitchen appliances? Kettle boys. Alright, here we go. Dr. Salim, where's my finger at? Alright, I'm over it now. Let's do this. Okay, there's one. Call of Duty World War II reveal. The stage is set. We've got the actual stages. Okay. That's it. That's the whole shebang. God damn it. I was hoping for more. Everybody. I was getting so excited. I've got Wenger out in the chat right now. I've got Wenger in the chat right now. We've got people that are absolutely losing their minds over this. That was pretty hype, but unfortunately not quite as hype as it could have been, probably. Also, you just got a beautiful view of my absolutely ginormous forehead. So, mwah, you're very lucky people today. Absolutely very lucky. Oh, hello. Who's this? Undead Slayer Nation? With the donation? It rhymes. That's not a crime. It's fine by me. Jesus Christ. DLC 5 will show up on E3. Trust me. Maybe. Thank you for the donation. Maybe. You might be right. We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. So, guys, if you're excited, in the stream right now, yeah, there's one of these little things. There's a button you can click. It looks like that. All right, headbutt it. Don't do that. You might hurt yourself. But give it a little massage with your index finger. Go on, give it a click. Let's get some likes on the stream. Let's see how high we can get before it all kicks off. 935. There we go. We caught 935. Okay, so it's all happening now. It is all happening now. We've got another donation from Chaboy Khalid Yakub, who says, "What's up, Ruffle? Did you call your webcam a watermelon?" I might have done. I mean, at the end of the day, you're all watermelons. I'm just saying. Like, I'm a watermelon, you're a watermelon. It's just a fact. Okay, let's not even argue that one. Everyone's a watermelon here. It's just the way it's gonna be. It's just the way it's gonna be. People are saying, "Hello, Milo. Howdy, how's it going?" Lots of DLC 5 hype in the chat. Of course. Chat is going so ballistic right now. I love it. Absolutely love how bonkers you guys are all going. It's just the best. Headbutt it. Boom! Headbutt that like button. Let's do it. We just jumped 2,000 likes! You guys are actually headbutting the button, aren't you? Like, you're not taking my sage advice and going easy here. Screw that. You're just headbutting it. On the spot. We got another donation. Holy guacamole. Jeremy Martin. 10 buckaroos. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Well done. I sent a 10 already, but it didn't show up. I'm really sorry about that, bro. I think it's because the chat is going so damn fast. Thank you for the second donation. Back to back. Looks like you got another 10 bucks from me. DLC 5 is COD World War 2. Mate, if this game... Let's just be real for a minute, chat, okay? Let's be real here, okay? If this game is as hype, if it's as hype as the kind of potential means it could be, it's going to blow us all away. It's just going to blow us all away. We're all going to lose our minds. Like, seriously, just imagine if Sledgehammer made a seriously gritty World at War kind of themed zombies mode. I mean, imagine if we saw that today. Boy. Boy! That would be on another level. I will not dab. That will not happen. Let's go. Let's absolutely rock this. I wanna bop down to World War 2 Avenue. It just doesn't work, does it? It just doesn't work. Is the music still playing? It's not! Hold on. Why? There we go. Vibes. Hold on, let's put on my favourite. Do you guys remember this song? Do you remember this one? I freaking love that song so much. It's so good. It's just so good. Speak German. 9! Oh, la 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 la. Can I see you? Yes, I can. I'm watching the chat right now. Like, I've literally got the chat up on the screen. On the screen. We've just got another donation. Knock Fiddy. That's... Wait, let me remember what this is. It's not North Korea. No, it's somewhere else. Knock is... Knock. Who's there? I forget what that currency is, but this will... Ah, Norway. Norway, that's the one. Kira King, Knock 50, says, this will be sick. I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. And we got another donation. You guys are on fire. Corey Mack, $5. Love your vids, brother. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you. I will do my best. Okay? That's what we're going to be doing right now. We have 5 minutes until this all kicks off. 5 minutes. And more donations. Jesus. Flaccavelli HD. World War 2 stream is now live. Holy moly. He's telling me it's now live. Okay. We're going to be checking Twitch. We're going to be checking the YouTubes. We're going to be checking that YouTube link. Nothing on the YouTube link so far. We're going to be checking that Twitch link. Nothing on the Twitch link so far for me. Let's see. Alright, Twitch link is live. They're live. They're live with John. We're going to be getting it on the screen in just a second. Here we go. There we go. Hopefully we can see this. Hopefully. Let's go full screen with that. And then just give me a second just to make sure I got this all lined up. Gavners! Let me get that audio.
This is the IMAX screen.
There we go.
Through here. So the announcement is happening. It'll be through here. Whoa.
Okay.
Guys, sorry. Have you got a pass? No, you're not got a pass?
Good banter.
You'll have to stay here then.
Very
You'll
strong.
have to watch the global reveal like everyone else. Darling, we'll have to go in.
Very strong banter. Very, very strong banter. Okay. Let's get this all popping. Let's get it popping. Okay. Oh my god, they're just gonna... Okay, I can get rid of the timer. I can get rid of the timer, everybody. I'm gonna pause my music. My music is paused. Oh, I clicked pause and the music in the stream stopped for a moment. Okay, I've got to make sure that it's all playing okay. So I'm gonna check my audio on here. This is what we're gonna be doing right now, is this. Very strong banter. Very, very strong banter. Let's get this all popping. Let's get it popping, okay? Oh my god. Okay, okay. We can hear it on there. Okay. It's all happening now, everybody. It's all happening. 4:20. Just then. Okay? 4:20. Let's get the camera a little bit bigger. Hello. Holy guacamole. We got another donation. Another one. Brandon Marshall with a 2 buckaroos. Thank you so much, Marshall. Brandon Marshall. Holy moly. Holy moly. People are saying lag. I think the lag was the actual official stream lagging. That's what it seemed like to me. It seemed like the official stream was lagging. Because I don't think I'm like, woo, I don't think I'm lagging. Okay. Very excited. Very excited. 3.5 minutes. Holy guacamole, everybody. 3.5. Let me actually just do this. I want to get my cursor off the screen. You don't want to be seeing this little mouse rocking around. You don't want to be seeing that. No way. Okay, let's go properties. Let's go capture cursor. Let's get rid of that. Okay, mouse is gone. Mouse is gone. Holy moly. Holy moly. Flaccavelli, I think you might have donated twice. I'm not sure. It's coming up twice for me. Thank you if you did. 10 buckaroos. Appreciate it massively. That's very, very kind of you. 3 minutes. Oh, man. Oh, the music. Oh. Come on. Go somewhere. Don't just like bop around for the next 3 minutes. Give me some hype music. Oh boy. Oh baby. This is so hype. I'm tweeting it out. I'm tweeting it out. Okay, let's get in the zone. Just get in the zone. Okay. 2 minutes. Holy moly. This could be so good. It just could be so good. We got another donation. Random vidmaker with the donation. Milo, I love your videos. You've checked me back every day for something new. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Holy moly, everyone. CoD World War II. 1 3/4 minutes. Holy smokes. If you're excited, you know what to do. Give it a click. Just give it a click. The music stopped. Oh my days. The music stopped, everyone. Guys, is the volume okay? If any of my viewers have me following them on Twitter, let me know if the volume of the stream is okay and DM me it, because then I'll actually be able to see it. This is so hype. This is so hype. Holy moly. 52, 51, 50. We're nearly there. We've got a $20 donation, biggest of the day, from Big Tuna. I love that name so much. Is the volume okay, everyone? Are we good to go? I've already translated that Morse code. It's translated on my channel right now. You know what to do, everybody. Click this button right here, that thumbs up button. Let's all click it at once, okay? As soon as it goes to 15. Alright, 7, 6, 5 seconds. 4, we're all going to click like at the same time. And now, 15 seconds. Let's get it. COD World War II. Everybody, 10 seconds. This is going to be what dreams are made of, folks. What dreams are made of.
Peggy 18.
This day have set upon a mighty endeavor.
It's lagging.
Souls will be shaken with the violences of war. In this hour of great sacrifice,
Oh!
we shall prevail. This day have set upon a mighty endeavor.
Oh god, the volume is so screwed.
Will be shaken with the violences of war.
The volume is so... What are they... This game looks insane. The graphics look so good. Oh! Oh boy, that's from the promotional art. He winked. Dude. Holy. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna need to watch this 100 times, like legit. How many?
No mission too difficult.
No mission too difficult.
No sacrifice too great.
Oh, it is that actor that everyone was predicting it to be. And those graphics look good. Boom!
Tell them what we're all about.
Call of Duty World War II, boys! Holy smokes! Call of Duty World War II. Oh, what? We got...
Trailer for Call of Duty
What's going on?
World War II. And we're just getting started. We're streaming to you live from the middle of London, but today is all about you, our fans all over the world. This game is the game that you've been waiting to see, and believe me when I say it's the game that we've been waiting to show you.
Look at the set.
Call of Duty has the most passionate fans anywhere. And throughout this live stream, we're going to be answering the questions that you've sent to us from all over the world over the last few days.
Zombies.
When we greenlit this game 3 years ago now, we knew it was time for us to go back to our roots.
To zombies?
Back to the gritty, authentic, visceral military experience that Call of Duty was built on. This game delivers all that, and it also strives to capture the intense bonds of brotherhood that came from common everyday people who rose above the most epic and horrible conflict in human history.
Hell yeah.
And with Sledgehammer Games at the helm, we knew we had the right team to deliver the cinematic scale and the relentless attention to detail that this conflict deserves and demands. Their passion and creativity has been inspiring to me from day one. Call of Duty World War II does more than just go back to boots on the ground. It also delivers a gripping, immersive story and a darker, reverent tone,
Zombies.
which captures both the epic scale and the human struggle of this incredible conflict. Like so many people all over the world, many of us, myself included, have a personal connection to this conflict.
By the way, we will be watching the trailer again. Just FYI, we will be watching it again.
Entire world. This game truly recaptures that first Call of Duty value that no one fights alone.
Hell yeah.
Call of Duty World War II also features a multiplayer game that brings back the intense, visceral, boots-on-the-ground gameplay our fans love.
There it
along
is.
with some great new innovations that push the game forward.
Okay.
And if you can't wait until November to play it, well, good news. You don't have to. I'm
Nice.
excited to announce right here, right now, that later this year, we'll be hosting a private multiplayer beta.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
This is just
Yeah.
the beginning of a journey that we'll be taking with you all year. You're going to be hearing more from us more often with more information than ever as we reveal all the details we've got in store for you with Call of Duty World War II. And
That's
that
interesting.
starts right now. We've got a great lineup here today, ready to answer the questions that you've sent to us. In a few minutes, I'll be bringing up Michael and Glenn from the studio, as well
Awesome.
as a few members of our cast. As you'll see, The team at Sledgehammer has poured their heart and soul into this game. No battle was too big, no detail was too small.
Come on.
From the painstaking historical research, to visiting each and every one of the game's real-life locations, to sweating the audio and visual details that get the era just right. The goal was to create the most immersive World War II universe ever. We wanted our long-standing fans to experience World War II like never before, and to introduce this historic conflict to a whole new generation of players along the way.
Zombies?
So let's get right to it.
Zombies?
Here's a behind-the-scenes look at the creative process at the studio, and a deeper look at what's coming in store with Call of Duty World War II.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
The Second World War goes beyond all boundaries in every category. We see more nations involved in a single conflict. We see casualties higher than ever before. Just a generation before, at the end of the First World War, the Great War, they didn't call it World War I because they expected that nothing like this would ever happen again. And a generation later, something happens that's even bigger and even worse in so many ways.
Call of Duty World War II.
The honor of making this year's Call of Duty called World War II.
Our chance to tell the epic, gritty, visceral story of the world's greatest conflict.
There is a genuine interest in producing a product that is historically authentic.
Every part of this game has been researched and nuanced and studied and scanned and photographed. We really tried to get the respect and the details right of the game.
This is about ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
The brotherhood, the camaraderie, the guy next to me. That became the theme for our game.
On a personal level, honoring the story was crucial for us, and it was something we really committed to.
Our story weaves in and out of real historical events. We've gone to great pains to create those authentic battles. One of the biggest things we wanted to get across was a sense of camaraderie.
The people you serve side by side with, you develop bonds with those people.
Hopefully players will walk away from this story feeling like they really know these guys.
Welcome to the bloody first.
And they care about them.
Thanks for the welcome.
Art influences the game in a huge way. The lighting and the tonality and the colors. We want to be able to have the player feel something.
By creating a very believable environment, it allows the player to slip into this world.
The vision for the art direction we call dark and beautiful. It was emotionally dark.
Dark and beautiful.
More than just being cool and pretty, it's about trying to get people to have a deeper emotional reaction to the game.
Oh my god.
Our modeling department is amazing. The weapons, vehicles, the
Tons of
tanks, even the cars you might see on a city street.
Oh, that's...
The level of detail is just phenomenal.
It's a huge endeavor, but we have to stay true to the source material. We have to research and watch a lot of film, a lot of archive footage to see how combatants in World War II would behave. Sometimes the hardest things are the biggest payoffs. The combination of the model, the animation, and the audio creates that punchiness to the weapon.
Look at that!
We record everything. Every location we record in for the game. The ambiences, the music, the dialogue, everything has to be created from scratch. We had a real opportunity here to do a level of authenticity and reality, true to the war, true to the soldiers who fought in that war. We had this great opportunity with Marty Morgan, our military advisor. We spent a lot of time on a gun range with all of the authentic World War II weaponry.
It's critical to understand the absolute violence of the Second World War.
For sure.
It's critical to understand how weapons and firepower function.
This is a story that's
bigger
than all of us. This is a whole new generation who might not have a lot of experience with in this time period. I think this is a great opportunity to have them experience that and feel that.
We've made something pretty incredible, and I'm very proud of it.
It's perhaps the greatest compliment I've been paid in my career to work on this project.
This is the most powerful game I've ever worked on. It's very personal, it's very humbling.
You know, I've been making games for over 26 years.
Hell yeah.
And I'll tell you, it's the best game we ever made.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh, the goosebumps.
This is how you do a global reveal, because that's what it was, the global reveal of the new Call of Duty game, going back to World War II. I'm OJ Borgia at the BO3 in London, the IMAX screen, the biggest screen in the United Kingdom, which seems a fitting place to have a game of such cinematic scope. Now, watching that trailer for the first time, like you, I was so hyped watching it, and I would be hyped if it was any Call of Duty game, but the fact that Call of Duty is going back to its roots, I mean,
give us more!
I'm just excited because I am overhyped right now. But between the trailer and the video that we just saw, I am dying to know more about this game. As I'm sure you are. That's why you've tuned in to this live stream. So who do we talk to? Well, we talk to the people who made the game. That is Glenn and Michael from Sledgehammer Games. We're here right now. How excited are you guys right now?
Details.
Dude, after 2.5 years of sitting quiet, this is an incredible moment, so thanks.
It is just an exciting moment. Now, my heart's still racing. As the audience picks up on that.
Thank you.
It was a great trailer. My heart's still racing from it. It was gritty. We talked about the art direction in that documentary.
Dark and beautiful.
Dark and emotional. Do you know,
dark and beautiful.
Like what I would guess it would be like to be in World War II. Can you tell us a bit more then about the detail and the research that went into making this new Call of Duty?
Yeah, you know, getting World War II right is incredibly important to us. Many of us have family members that have been touched by the war. Paying attention to every detail is our way of honoring them. We spent 2.5 years researching, studying, taking thousands of photos, watching documentaries, and meeting with World War II veterans. We visited museums, driven vehicles, fired weapons, and used photogrammetry techniques to capture even the tiniest details.
Yeah, that's right. Look, we've gone to great lengths to follow in the footsteps of the soldiers of World War II. You know, in addition to Normandy, we literally traveled the routes of the 1st Infantry Division and other Allied units, from the English Channel to the hedgerows of northern France, through Luxembourg and Belgium and past the old city of Aachen, frankly, all the way to the Rhine. And it was great. We dug deep into the historical battle locations where many of the soldiers fought and sacrificed.
You talk about history, you talk about the accuracy. Am I right in thinking you had a historian working on this? In fact, we saw him, didn't we? In that mini-doc.
Yeah, we certainly did. Marty Morgan, amazing. He's renowned World War II history historian and author. He's been a huge part of the team. He's worked with us for the last 2 years, and he's frankly devoted his life to capturing the stories of soldiers on the front line. And so with him as a cornerstone of our research, and a tremendous sort of asset to the team, he's really helped us capture the essence of war for fans.
Now, we only learned about this a couple of days ago. You'll have been sitting on this, I think Glenn said, for 2.5 years. Since the reveal, how are you feeling right now? What have those days been like?
Oh my goodness, it has been really amazing, unbelievable, frankly. And yeah, the reaction's been really positive and warming, and really to all the hardworking developers at Sledgehammer Games back home and to everybody at ACTIVISION. It's really been great. And for Glenn and I, it's really humbling to have, you know, the opportunity to tell this incredible story of heroism.
They founded the studio together, so
who've sacrificed to bring around victory.
Talk about camaraderie.
It really is history's greatest conflict.
And you know, the team back in Foster City is watching the stream right now, and a shout out to all of you, and thanks for your hard work.
Because I'm guessing it has been
that's not us.
years of hard work. Really hard work.
He's talking to the devs.
To discuss more questions that are coming in from you, you can get in touch with us on our social channels. And if they say that no man fights alone,
there's so much more coming.
Alone either, because alongside me is a YouTuber. I call him the Crown Prince of Zombies. That is Mr. Dalek JD, who I know is super hyped right now.
That is correct, OJ, and I mean, that introduction was beautiful, and I'm just so happy to be here, and he's exactly right. Since Friday, we've been taking in your questions about the game via Twitter, and the response has just been phenomenal, and there is still time to get your questions in if you haven't already. All you'll need to do is make sure that you tweet at Call of Duty, making sure you use that hashtag COD World War II. Now, we already have some tweets to kick off the show. We have at Cal's Tweetings, who says, "I'm so excited, I can't believe it. COD is going back to its roots."
Seems
so. There you go. That's what a lot of tweets are saying, that Call of Duty going back to its roots. But this is all about gameplay as well. How does it, going back to its root, translate to gameplay?
More gameplay, please.
Call of Duty World War II returns to that grounded, fast action gameplay that the franchise was.
Give us some more.
And for us, the core Call of Duty experience, like the conflict of World War II, really puts emphasis now on rewarding gun skill and strategy. And with an all-new boots-on-the-ground experience that immerses players in the intense combat of World War II like never before, we're bringing some great new innovations too, you know, things that were designed to elevate the player experience, things we want to touch about, but we're going to save for a little bit later in the show.
We are indeed saving it for a little bit later on. Make sure you stay tuned to this live stream. There's lots of things coming up. But Dalek, how do you feel about that?
I'm extremely excited by the fact that it's been nearly 10 years since Call of Duty has been in the World War II era, and I mean, that in itself is just extremely exciting. And judging by you guys over on Twitter, it seems I'm not the only one. Loads of fans are expressing their excitement around the fact of us being able to experience World War II era weaponry. fans like Games412412 who tweets in saying, what kind of weapons will we be seeing in Call of Duty World War II?
Old ones.
Well, the team
I'll answer that for you.
Weapons, you know, from both the Allied and Axis forces to life. And for us, authenticity was key. So from the iconic ping of the empty M1 Garand to the power of the first assault rifle, the
M1.
These guns have a real weight
I
to them
love
that
that
is
gun.
really visceral. And it really, for me, brings me back to my fondest memories of playing Call of Duty with the fidelity now and the brilliance of what's only possible in the latest generation of gaming hardware.
Hell yeah.
No automatic weapons symbolize the brutality of World War II more than the belt-fed MG42, which you'll see. Terrifyingly powerful weapon. There's the bold action rifles of World War II and the singular damage that they could inflict in combat, like the M1903.
That thing's a monster.
And equipped with scopes or iron sights, these weapons were frankly pretty precise.
Look at that.
And of course, Glenn here with his .45 caliber grease gun, running around in spray and pray mode.
Hell yeah.
Let's not start.
That just scratches the surface, frankly.
The king of spray and pray, eh? So Glenn, what did you enjoy most about making
Glenn's
a World
face.
War II game with the current hardware?
There's so much more coming. There has to be.
You know, I really love the detail we can bring to the game nowadays. The way the soldiers walked and talked, the music of the era, the different locations we researched as the big set pieces for iconic battles. In Normandy specifically, it's the emotions created by combining elements like the sound of the 50 caliber rounds hitting the front of the boat, the vehicles crashing into the shore, and taking cover behind the hedgehogs. In each case, we're targeting the most realistic gaming experience possible.
And that's what it's about, isn't it? That realistic experience, that visceral sound that goes on as well. Dalek, what else is the community wanting to know?
Well, Borg, we have a tweet in from It's Enigma for the Win, who wants to know what locations are we going to be fighting in?
Oh, yeah.
It takes place entirely in the European theater, primarily between 1944 and 1945.
Oh.
And as you saw in the Reveal trailer, players will storm the beaches of Normandy on D-Day.
Right.
Fight through the Hurtgen Forest, engage in urban combat through France and Belgium, and ultimately push towards Germany.
It looks so beautiful.
Right. And we want to showcase how ordinary men and women came together to accomplish the extraordinary. And while the story follows the 1st Infantry Division, we also fold in a story of diverse and global cast of characters like Major Crowley from the SOE. Now he's a UK
SOE, Shadows of Evil
officer who earns recognition for his heroism earlier in the war. He helps plan the Normandy landings and then coordinates with the French resistance activities.
Yeah, and while fighting through the German lines in France, players will be introduced to other great characters such as Rousseau, the powerful female leader of the French resistance who forms a close bond with all our cast members, cast of characters, as the story progresses. Throughout much of the campaign, though, you're going to play as Private Red Daniels, a young recruit who is seeing some of his first real action in the invasion of Normandy.
Okay.
He's joined by his best friend, Zussman, a Jewish-American private. You'll follow our squad across the European theater, and we're excited to say that a part of the cast is here today to talk more about the incredible journey.
They are indeed. We'll bring them up on stage in a second. Glenn, Michael, don't go anywhere because we will be talking to you later on with some more questions.
More gameplay
coming in. But please do give a warm welcome to Jonathan Tuck, who plays Red's best friend, Private Zussman. If we swap everyone out, let's swap everyone out here as we do this bit. And Jeffrey Pierce, who plays Lieutenant Turner. Thank you very much, guys.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And it's great to have the cast in as well, because one of the great things about Call of Duty...
Quick screenshot of that.
It's been
Cheeky.
the great storytelling that goes on. And we've got the 3 J's here right now. Josh, I know you've had a huge amount of passion for this game since day one, being part of this project. What most excited you?
Well, when I first heard about it, I sat with Brett and with Glenn, and they wouldn't even tell me what the game was at first because it was so confidential.
It's a Transformers game.
And then, they just told, it was really about what the history of this was about and how much detail they wanted to pay to it. And as I really got to, learn more about it and actually start working on the game, not only did they pay attention historically, but the writing was so incredibly good. I mean, it rivals anything that I've ever read, as far as movie scripts. So, it's just something that I've always wanted to do, and it turned out to be as much fun as any job I've ever had.
And as Eric said earlier on, the story of World War II touches a lot of people emotionally, and that was something you brought into your performance, I would guess.
Yeah, I mean, again, who knew? I thought it was just going to be a good time playing, getting to work on a video game, and it turns out that these, some of the scene work we got to do in this game was amazing, and these characters are so well rounded, and they were right. They really did pay a lot of attention to, being historically accurate and making sure these characters were had a lot of depth.
And if we're talking about characters, tell me about your character, the guy you play.
Well, I don't know, boys. What was he? He's a bit of a dick. He's somebody who is obviously mission before man, and
okay.
It was something that was fun for me because I love playing the dick. I love playing the guy who everybody hates, and ultimately he has the dilemma about it. Is it mission before man, or is it really man before mission? Because he connects to these guys by the end of this story, and that's really what drew me to it.
Well, if we're talking about that connection, what was it like then, Jeffrey, when you're working together, that brotherhood feeling, when you're
Zombies,
your
please.
performances?
Well, we've been working together for 1.5 years at this point. Once a month, coming in, work 4 or 5 days. And I think we all bonded extraordinarily well. I mean, you don't mesh with people necessarily, but we walked in the room, it felt like I'd known these guys for 10 years. And the work that we're being asked to do is of a scope of a massive feature film. And the storytelling, sort of where games are at now, what you can capture, the detail and performance. Story is as important as gameplay. And gameplay has always been seamless in Call of Duty, but this is like really getting to do work of a level that you would expect to do in a film.
And once you get past the the tight suit and the little reflector ping pong balls,
you
and the
make that
helmet,
work. Really make
once
that
you
work.
get past that, it feels like you're doing theater. I swear.
Yeah.
Because there's no, there's no coverage, there's no
Yeah,
close-up,
yeah.
so everybody is active the entire time in the motion capture or the PCAP sessions that we're doing, and it's an extraordinarily active, dynamic process where everybody is working the entire time. It's an exciting process to be a part of as an actor. The performances are so much more visceral, and so much more of an exciting process to be a part of.
And you're relying on everybody else to help you get where you need to get. It's a great experience.
Well, because that's something you said to me earlier. I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but we met in the gym this morning. We bumped into each other. We were doing our mirror work, bumps and tons. And you said it was like being on stage, and it lent a whole new dimension to your performances. Because I think when you're doing TV or film, you can be off, can't you?
Oh yeah.
Yes, let's go.
Josh and I, this is our first video game. Jeff's done quite a few. We're used to just sitting back on our Apple boxes in between takes, letting other people get their shots, but for the first time, we really had to work.
The way
the entire scene.
I mean, up to this point, it was just we just do our
If you want to see zombies,
somebody else to the other side.
let's get it spammed in the chat.
To the trailer.
Yeah, off to
Let's
my
summon
trailer.
them.
Coming-
Summon the zombies.
No, but I mean,
That's not it. That's swear to God. That's not it.
Summon
18 months with these guys, I've gotten to see both their kids grow up. They've gotten to see my dog get bigger. We've seen other cast members, lose girlfriends, get girlfriends. So that camaraderie was very reflective of this group of regular people who are diverse in religion, in age, in geography, in color, and getting to see that group of people in World War II is, I think, a wholly unique part of this game that I think people will appreciate when they're playing.
Sounds
When you
so
scratch
good.
the surface, you find out that these guys, they're not fighting for bigger ideas than the love of the brothers around them and risking their lives, sacrificing themselves for each other. It's not about flag or country when the rubber meets the road. It's about caring for each other, and that serves the bigger whole. But the connection between the men and the women on the front lines is as powerful a bond as you could see anywhere.
Yeah, and one thing that I think is also really cool about this is that
Chat is going mad about
not only is
zombies
it
right
a
now.
kick-ass game, but because they spent so much time making this historically accurate, it's going to expose the whole World War II story to a whole new generation. And that's really, I'm really honored to be a part of this game for that reason. And the fact that I get to be in a video game, but the fact that it's, it is a visceral sort of thing, and I think that, anybody who isn't familiar with World War II is going to get a real feel for what it might have been like.
Because lots of people are writing articles about that at the moment, saying that this is how we get our history now. It's through this, and there's almost more empathy when you're fighting through an interactive character.
Well, there's 20 years since Saving Private Ryan. It's 10 years since Call of Duty had a World War II game. This is a whole new generation, and to speak to the pride that we've all felt making this game, it has been a true privilege to even watching this behind the scenes, to be able to share with the world the small role that we've gotten to play in bringing this game to fans and a whole new generation to understand World War II.
Yeah. Josh, you mentioned connections. Am I right in thinking that somebody who sat around on this stage right now got a punch in on you at some point during the film?
Well, he did. You know, like we were saying, it's usually one take. You get the one take right, and you move on to the next scene. Well, he kept screwing it up and taking another. Can I get one more?
I
just need
very
one more.
Important to get it right. Authenticity. We're back to visceral authenticity, and he can't, hit somebody who's 6'4" every day without repercussions. So I took my licks where I could.
appreciate your dedication to the craft.
Oh, that's a church.
Let's do it one more time. Look on Iron Bar.
It's like a bell tower.
Watching on the screen right now, we're watching your characters. What is it like watching yourself back? Having gone there, we saw the punch. And what is it like watching yourself back in a game at this point? Because obviously you've done TV, you've done films, but watching yourself in the game.
Well, it takes a while to adjust to this tight, suit that you're wearing. It's all colorful with these balls and the whole thing.
Who looked the best? Who looked the best in the suit?
Jonathan, for sure. He's been doing a lot of squats.
Heavy deadlifting. Heavy deadlifting makes the suit look nice.
Once you get past that, and once you start to see some of the results and some of the stuff that the guys are working on in Foster City and all over the world, I think. I'm not sure where everybody's at, but again, thank you guys for all the work. But once you start to see what you're actually going to look like, it frees you up to really go for it, because you're not just in some silly suit. This is World War II, and this is some serious stuff.
Yeah.
And so it gives you a whole new freedom that you wouldn't otherwise have.
You get to see, you can imagine your breath when when we're doing some of these winter scenes. You can squint at a fake sun and the volume, and those guys who have created this game build that in for you. So that freedom he's talking about, it's so exciting to explore.
And I think it sets it up for what Call of Duty is, which is great storytelling. But please put hands together for our cast who've come down here today. The 3 Js.
Let's get some claps in the chat.
Thank you so much. And all we're talking
Clap,
about
clap in the chat.
is the campaign. That's just all we're talking about there. Now,
zombies.
I would guess you're still excited right now.
I mean, I think I'm just in a state of excitement. I can't really get out of it. That was awesome and very insightful to hear from the cast. Now, don't worry, we still have a lot of reactions and general tweets from the community to deliver to Glenn and Michael. We've got just a handful right here. We have Rob Stang, who says, I hope Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield give us at least a little tease of multiplayer during the reveal. Smiley face. Yeah. And at Woodworth Noah, and this is in all caps, by the way, this is going to be amazing. Loads of exclamation marks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, as I look through all the tweets, there is an enormous amount of questions revolving around multiplayer. Guys, what can you tell us about multiplayer today?
Zombies, come on!
The community has spoken. That's what lots of people are excited about. Michael, what can you tell us about multiplayer?
Oh, my goodness. We have so much to share. Now, we can't show you a lot today, a lot of big stuff coming at E3, but first and foremost, we're talking boots on the ground combat. And, that well-balanced Call of Duty run-and-gun action in a brutal and visceral head-to-head conflict of World War II. So from maps to movement to weapons to melee, our goal was to give players an all-new boots-on-the-ground experience for World War II. And then a bunch of new stuff, right? We've got war, an asymmetrical Allied versus Axis.
They're bringing war back.
Actions fight to capture
my
objectives. Now, this mode changes map design, strategy, teamwork, and we're really excited about its potential. We're also excited about Divisions. Divisions is a fundamentally new way to approach your Call of Duty multiplayer career. And it adds to the player immersion by allowing players to enlist in a specific unit of their choice. And finally, we have Headquarters.
Like Destiny?
This is something special, everybody, at Sledgehammer Games, and it's the first of a kind for the Call of Duty community.
A new Headquarters.
It's really a living space where fans can connect, be rewarded, compete, show off, and have fun outside.
It's like the tower in Destiny.
It's a transformation of how the community comes together, and
it's a social thing.
We really want you to see it to understand it. So, just a tiny peek here. Let's take a look.
Oh,
Man, That was a tiny peek.
That
I want more.
That was a little tinier than I expected.
When we see more? When we can see more of this?
Well, you know, it's coming to E3. MP on the floor. For us, that's the first time Sledgehammer Games has been able to bring it to fans.
Damn.
Fans are coming to the conference. So
I'm going to E3.
It's going to be big. We're going to bring all that to you
Oh,
at E3.
boy.
That is going to be excellent.
Zombies, please.
Hey guys.
Zombies.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I mean, multiplayer sounds sensational, but after reading other people's questions, I want to ask one of my own. Now, I know that there may or may not be some sort of co-op mode within World War II. Now, I am quite a big Zombies fan, and there is a lot of people watching around the world that are also in the same boat as me. So we're all asking right here, right now, what can you tell us about this co-op mode?
Bring it!
Absolutely nothing. No.
Oh.
Yeah, you know, our third mode is it's an entirely new story.
Okay.
And, it's a pretty horrifying experience, sort of like your office. For Michael and I, it's our first horror game in years, and we're really, really psyched about it. It's the story of the Third Reich's desperate attempt to create an army in the final stages of the war. We can't wait to share more. In fact, should we show a little something? Just a
yes!
tiny little peek.
Whoa!
Oh, hello!
Before makeup.
Hello.
Thank you very much. Guys, I mean, this says very little, and normally I would be a little disappointed, but how can I be when, I mean, that just looks incredible. I would ask for more, but I'm probably going to get a no, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
At least I tried.
That is a Nazi zombie on the biggest cinema screen in the United Kingdom.
Yes.
And I think that is a fabulous way to end this first look at the Call of Duty World War II than that. It has been an absolute ton of fun, and it's been great having you guys here as well.
Yeah, thanks so much. It's been a pleasure. You know, our hearts are full being able to share with fans. And we hope fans are just as excited about Call of Duty World War II as we are to make it. Without a doubt, it really is the most personal and powerful game I've ever worked on.
My boy John was literally like, I'm a bit disappointed.
When I say that we're holding nothing back for November.
Yeah, and you know, our thanks again for the support. This game is for you, and I'm sure Michael would agree. We've talked about this before, that this is the best game we've ever made.
The best game.
The best
game.
Yes.
There you go. So thank you very much to Glenn and to Michael from
Oh
Sledgehammer
my
Games.
goodness me.
It is going to be such a wait till November the 3rd, it really is. So stick it in your iCal, tattoo it to the inside of your eyelids. November the 3rd, that is when this new Call of Duty, going back to its root, is coming out. World War II with this game. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep in touch via the social channels. How should we leave it? The way we came in. Let's have another look.
Another look at the trailer. Here we go. Let's watch it again.
This day is set upon a mighty endeavor.
Sounds fixed.
Souls will be shaken with the violences of war. In this hour of great sacrifice, we shall prevail.
Get your head down and keep moving!
No!
We are all that separates the world from darkness. The enemy is ruthless. We cannot, we must not fail.
Duty first.
Hey, Perez! Won't be enough for you! How many casualties?
We executed the mission.
Get me the fuck out of here! How many? We had orders!
Oh!
Get to cover!
Lieutenant, tell them what we're all about.
No mission too difficult. No sacrifice too great.
Welcome to the bloody first.
Welcome.
You're a long way from Texas for him, boy.
Damn! Whoo! Baby!
Pretty
God damn!
Get access to the private beta.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh, it's counting down again. Wait, is there more? We're gonna wait these 2 minutes. There might be more. I don't know. I legitimately don't know. There could be more. There could be. I don't know. While this waits, while we wait, I'm just gonna turn to my camera real quick. Click that bad boy on. Click that bad boy on. Go on, turn on for me. Turn on for me. Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. This is the Call of Duty World War II reveal trailer. Holy guacamole, enjoy. There we go, see? I am making the most of this 1 minute and 20 seconds and getting another video queued up. Figured I might do that. Guys, in the chat right now, let me know what you think might be coming at the end of this 1 minute and 5 seconds. We are going to look at this Zombies teaser though. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. The Zombies teaser is going to be on the screen in a minute if we don't get anything new here, okay? That's what's going to be happening. That is going to be what is happening. I'm just getting all this business sorted out on both my computers right now. 45 seconds. Now, to be honest, I think the main thing that's going to be interesting about that reveal, I guess, reveal image, sort of confirmation image, is just the fact that it actually was shown to us this early. Like, you think back several years, right? You think back to, like, World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Zombies was not a part of the main kind of excitement that was going on. Just was not part of it. And then, as the year progressed, stuff would happen. But now, it's, like, so important to the mode. They're showing it on launch day. It's amazing. Post-show. What does that mean?
Cool, boys. Right. See you back at the hotel. Let's get to the rooftop bar.
Right, okay, thank you. Did you forget for a moment there?
Yeah, I wasn't sure about it. Look, we've got 12 minutes. There is a countdown that's going on. We're going to wrap up everything that you've seen
11:49, 48. Come on, Nate.
More zombies, maybe?
And Holly's got a list of stuff that we're going to go through, we're going to chat through, and then we're going to get Glenn and Michael back on stage to answer a couple of our questions.
They might give some more zombies intel.
Kick us off, Holly. What's the number one on your list?
Okay, so this one kind of sounds a little bit daft, but with Call of Duty World War II, they have said that they haven't been able to make this before because it needed current gen technology. So they couldn't do it previously.
It certainly looks different. Dave and I are quite old, and we
Speak for
remember
yourself. Come on, dude.
World War II games that we used to play on old systems. They did not look like this one.
I know, I distinctly remember playing Call of Duties, like the first 4, in 4x3, through a SCART lead.
Yeah,
so
very
like
SCART!
I mean,
that's
HD,
a throwback.
World War
SCART.
II. Come on, Dave. HD now, it's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, exactly. And like you were saying, it's very appropriate that we're here at the end. This screen is enormous. I hope they don't put our faces on it at any point, because that would be terrible for everybody. Yeah, it's really appropriate here. It's going to be a big cinematic experience. But it's also got a story, Holly, point number 2.
It does have a story. Yeah, we're actually going to be following Private Red Daniels.
The most American name ever.
It is the most American name ever because he is in the American army.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But however, there will be Allied soldiers as well, so you'll come across the French and the British.
Yeah, and it's a story
about
camaraderie. I picked up on that term a lot, camaraderie.
Yeah, you I can't even say it. I say it wrong. I say camaraderie.
Well, you're saying it wrong.
Well,
it's
that's why I
camaraderie.
didn't say it.
So that's pretty exciting.
Zombies
I mean,
more?
You know, it's going to be
More
a story
zombies?
about a
More
squad,
zombies.
not just a person, and how they interact.
Come on.
There's also going to be iconic World War II moments.
Definitely, like the feel of it.
You're like number 3.
Yeah, if you like. Yeah, number 3.
Well, it's good. The journey is very much kind of 1945, 1944 through Europe from D-Day. It's the kind of, it's the classic. I think Band of Brothers is a big touching point for people of my generation. So it's going to be, moving from kind of France, that big kind of set piece of the D-Day landing.
Please give us more zombies.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some of the D-Day landings in the trailer, which looks harrowing and horrible. And they've also spoken about the Battle of the Bulge, the liberation of Paris, and then I heard the Rhine was mentioned, and
you were really taking notes,
in 1945.
You were doing well.
Let me get the zombies image on screen. Let me get it up. I'll get the zombies image.
Before we came out,
I'm so conscious of the numbers, Holly. These ones ticking down, and our next one, which is
Right, we're going into the multiplayer stuff. We're starting with headquarters.
Yeah.
For me,
Sorry for
I
the
thought
loud
this
noise.
was one of the coolest things. This is like a social space. So this is where you can almost come and hang out beforehand. I want to know a little bit more, and I think this is. I'm going to try and push Glenn and Michael to give me a bit more later on as well.
Exactly. Imagine if we got
Zombies.
the opportunity to actually ask
They
this.
said sneak peek, and it was like the sneakiest peek ever. I mean, it was like looking through a little crack.
I
in the
actually
door.
missed it. Yeah,
you were right
turned
next to
away.
the time. But I mean, it's pretty amazing. That's like a completely new innovation for Call of Duty. Like, so I don't know what that is going to mean.
Dude, it might be
but-
something that's like a Call of Duty online. I'm good at just hanging out.
Well, that's the thing
Being
you're good
cool,
at.
yeah,
I'm really good at
social
multiplayer.
space.
Just hang out and chat to people.
Yeah,
and make
exactly.
friends.
I'm really social.
You're really bad.
Bro!
Thanks.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Dave. And also there were some new modes which have been announced.
Zombies?
Holly, you have a line to tell us about. This is on point number 5. Divisions, right?
I will tell you my line about divisions.
Give us a name.
So this basically allows you to take on, funnily enough, different divisions.
Give
For
us a
example,
name,
you can take
give us a
infantry,
name,
or you
give
can
us a
take
goddamn
being in the
name.
armored division. However, it will impact your MP progression.
Yeah,
the
this is
multiplayer
such a
progression.
huge thing on Call of Duty, so it's really interesting that there's this like a mode that's going to kind of change the way that you progress through the online system. And there's another one, Dave, which has got my favourite. I have
liked this one.
I don't know how they came up with
Zombies.
this name, but one of them's called War.
Oh.
So, new mode called War. Can you tell us, and what are the details on War, Holly?
I will
Good
tell you
meme.
the details on war mode. This is narrative driven. So the idea
Guys,
here
if
is
you want
that
zombies
take
to be
part
talked about in the
some
stream right now,
iconic
leave a like.
battles, the
Let's all
Allied
spam it
forces,
up.
the Axis
Summon that
forces,
zombie
but
back
this
up.
time you're in teams
If we get enough
fighting
likes, you never know.
specific
Oh, it might pop up again.
objectives.
Ooh,
Right.
maybe.
As soon as I heard strategy, man, I thought
I'm thinking, big war room table, pushing around little,
I could be
little
good at
guys,
that.
Gotta find
Yeah.
my
and then
charger.
doing the battles for the greater good, your team.
So it's just great, but it is great that that there's new modes coming, there's new multiplayer experiences still coming out of Call of Duty. We need to move along though. We're talking about kind of online experiences, co-op mode.
Yes.
We tossed a coin. Who gets to say it?
Dave gets to say it.
Nazi zombies.
There we go. You almost.
I
you
mean, I was
almost
sorry, I
forgot.
was overwhelmed by the moment then. Nazi zombies, which, I mean, you all saw the art, looks ridiculously
Looks completely
hideous.
horrible.
Like, really, really horrible. And they've, again, just whet our appetites with that, so not a lot to say. But, well, you know a little bit about the story, right, Holly?
Yeah, the idea is Third Reich, they're getting desperate, so they've turned to the crazy science, which
Oh.
has created Nazi zombies.
Yeah, it's the classic Nazi zombie story.
Nazi occultism.
Yeah.
Bad dudes. And we're gonna round out obviously
More.
with the PlayStation Access. So this is good news for us. The PlayStation relationship.
Thank you to the one person who walked by the way, just and that's really nice of
We
you.
can't see you because of the lights, but you're my favourite. And the PlayStation relationship continues for another year. Holly, what does that mean?
So we know the beta is coming, but we can tell you that you will be playing it first on PlayStation 4.
Yeah, that's right.
Fine. Yep, that was always going to happen.
Right, well, I guess we should kind of move on to the next bit. So that was
Absolutely.
our wrap-up. So in case for some reason you missed the live stream, this was kind of the wrap-up of everything that was shown and hopefully a little bit more. But
Oh my
I guess we
goodness.
should bring our guests out so we can grill them and try and get more information.
Brilliant
More
to
info,
questions
please.
too. Let's welcome back onto stage Glenn and Michael from
Yes, we might get more info. We might still get more info. It's not over yet.
I'm gonna touch.
Holy moly, holy, I don't know what to do with
I
myself.
think it was camaraderie.
Is it
was
camaraderie?
camaraderie.
Oh, dude.
No, I've said that
Oh,
to
Rob,
thousands of
this is
people.
cool. Was it
I
hurting?
can't speak
don't
to that
know.
for sure.
Oh, that's
Relax.
embarrassing. Oh, I'm gonna have to change my
Okay.
question.
I don't
now.
have a pocket to put my hand in to look really relaxed.
So, guys, so that was an amazing presentation. Thank you so much for joining us back on stage. For people who watch our channel, it's not a Call of Duty kind of dominated channel, so we hear boots on the ground a lot, right? And I think anyone who follows Call of Duty knows exactly what that means. But for the tens of
I want to talk about this.
could you just
I don't want to
give us
talk
a
about
sense,
boots on the
What
ground.
does that mean for Call of Duty, where it is now, and what
This.
does boots on the ground, going back to
Not
boots on the
this.
ground mean?
Yeah,
This.
I mean, boots on the ground, classic Call of Duty, run and gun, fast action, strategic gameplay, right?
Mate,
It's what Call of
mate,
Duty was
mate,
born
mate.
with,
It's just too
and what
much.
we're bringing it back to. So it's fun, it's fast, it's strategic, it's that great skill-based gunplay that made Call of Duty what it is today.
And it's also, I mean, one of the things that really struck me from your presentation, and I mentioned Band of Brothers on stage. I've actually been watching with my son. He's probably slightly too young to watch it, so I won't say how old he is, but it is very interesting to think that there's a generation of players out there who this is going to be their first kind of big media exposure to World War II, right? And that's something that you guys get to give them. So is that something that you guys as a studio have thought about a lot?
Yeah, we knew there'd probably be 1-2 generations that haven't really watched Private Ryan, and it's been 10 years since the last World War II game with Call of Duty. So that was one of the reasons why we paid real attention to getting everything right and trying to really tell the story. And as we said earlier, it's about respect.
This!
You know,
this!
So we want to make sure that they're not, if they do, you know, when they play the game, they learn something, and what they do learn will be correct. You know, it's still about having fun, but get the details right.
I can tell you, though, when we started this journey almost 3 years ago, it was really wanting to tell a really impactful narrative and a story, largely to ensure that this sort of conflict doesn't happen again. And as we dove in with a military historian and got to know the veterans and really researched, it was powerful for us because not only were we telling the story so that it would never happen again, but we're telling it because the people who fought in that war aren't here to tell it for themselves, right? And so there is a lot of honor and respect that we've put behind this. Everybody at the studio's put behind it because it's a.
I mean, we learned a lot. I mean, we learned so much, you know, digging really deep into it. And I think one of the other things is that in the last 20 years, a lot more information has gotten out. So, you know, we've got some details that, you know, may not have been around.
And guys, we talked a lot today about the you know, the characters involved, and it obviously focuses around Red, but there's, dare I say, camaraderie or camaraderie. You know, there's a squad. There's a squad of men. Exactly, friendship. There's friendship between soldiers. Any chance we're going to be seeing any of the story told from any of their perspectives, or is this very much Red's story?
Well, it's Red's story, but it's also the story of the platoon, and what they, who and what they encounter. So we will have different characters. I mean,
I just realized my webcam's off.
War, so,
sorry.
And it's also a different time, right? So we have a lot of different characters in the game, and we talked about Rousseau earlier, and Zussman and Crowley,
and the zombies.
British. We also
Zombie.
have
zombies.
You know, we bump into an African American platoon that was there, and of course the way that they were treated is going to be shown in the game. And we don't really pull any punches in the game. We just try and tell the truth.
And, you know, and really across the whole game, single player, multiplayer, zombies. This is a global cast and a diverse cast, right? So there's heroes of the war from all over the globe. Nearly every country is involved in some way, and so women heroes, men heroes, you know, all kinds of diversity of opportunities to play characters throughout the World War II conflict, and that was important to us.
And Call of Duty is going back to World War II, which I know the whole world is very excited about, you know, where it all began. Was part of your process at all going back and looking at the you know, the early Call of Duty games set in World War II, and if so, what were you looking for, and what did you learn from those?
Yeah, Glenn and I have been making games for 20 plus years.
We remember them coming out.
And we were fans of the franchise before we were developers of the franchise, so it was a real honor to be given the opportunity as a studio. It was pretty humbling for Activision to give us a chance to bring it back to its roots. But we really wanted to tell our story, an original story. You know, the 1st Infantry, the fighting first 15,000 or 35,000 troops. Yeah. And we chose a squad of 12, so it's a very original and unique story that we bring to life in this game.
Cool. Now we have 1 minute, so there's one question I really want to ask, and that is about headquarters. So obviously,
you said you were going to grill us. Is it?
Well, I've got a minute, so probably not.
Okay,
but can you really give us some kind of details? What do we do in this space? Now we've seen other
kill zombies
with social spaces, and you can visit vendors, and you can interact with your friends. What are you actually bringing with headquarters?
Well, what I can tell you, E3 is going to be huge for us, right? But I will tell you, headquarters is a big deal. Headquarters is really a big innovation that we've put a lot of time into at the studio. We're calling it the off the front lines experience. There's so much great community of Call of Duty fans out there, and we want to provide a way for them to be rewarded, to compete, to be recognized, to show off, and to be social. So there'll be fun new things you can do only in headquarters. I think I lost my mic.
Are you good?
And a bunch of ways to really engage in the community in ways you haven't done before.
Amazing. Well, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for coming back out and joining us.
Appreciate it.
Guys, thank you so much for watching at home. For
More of this.
Here. We really appreciate it.
More of this.
Very, very nerve-wracking. Now, you guys, we would really like it if you would stay tuned for the YouTube channel because there's always more coming up. We're definitely seeing you guys at E3 now.
Certainly.
Yes.
So you don't forget to join PlayStation Access because there's going to be loads more coverage of Call of Duty World War II. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been an incredible evening, and we look forward to see what you've got coming.
Thanks to you, and thanks to everyone here.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been great.
Man! That's gonna be that? Okay.
The Second World War goes beyond all boundaries in every category.
I'm gonna let this play.
Nations involved in a single conflict. We see casualties higher than ever before. Just a generation before, at the end of the First World War, the Great War, they didn't call it World War I because they expected that nothing like this would ever happen again. And a generation later, something happens that's even bigger and even worse in so many ways.
We have the honor of making this year's Call of Duty called World War II.
Our chance to tell the epic, gritty, visceral story of the world's greatest conflict.
There is a genuine interest in producing a product that is historically authentic.
Every part of this game has been researched and nuanced and studied and scanned and photographed. We really tried to get the respect and the details right of the game.
This is about ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
The brotherhood, the camaraderie, the guy next to me. That became the theme for our game.
On a personal level, honoring the story was crucial for us, and it was something we really committed to.
Our story weaves in and out of real historical events. We've gone to great pains to create those authentic battles. One of the biggest things we wanted to get across was a sense of camaraderie.
The people you serve side by side with, you develop bonds with those people.
Hopefully players will walk away from this story feeling like they really know these guys.
Welcome to the Bloody First.
And they care about them.
Art influences the game in a huge way. The lighting and the tonality and the colors. We want to be able to have the player feel something.
By creating a very believable environment, it allows the player to slip into this world.
The vision for the art direction we call dark and beautiful. It was emotionally dark, visually beautiful. More than just being cool and pretty, it's about trying to get people to have a deeper emotional reaction to the game.
Our modeling department is amazing. The weapons, vehicles, the tanks, even the cars you might see on a city street. The level of detail is just phenomenal.
It's a huge endeavor, but we have to stay true to the source material. We have to research and watch a lot of film, a lot of archive footage to see how combatants in World War II would behave. Sometimes the hardest things are the biggest payoffs. The combination of the model, the animation, and the audio creates that punchiness to the weapon.
We record everything. Every location we record in for the game. The ambiences, the music, the dialogue, everything has to be created from scratch. We had a real opportunity here to do a level of authenticity and reality, true to the war, true to the soldiers who fought in that war. We had this great opportunity with Marty Morgan, our military advisor. We spent a lot of time on a gun range with all of the authentic World War II weaponry.
It's critical to understand the absolute violence of the Second World War. It's critical to understand how weapons and firepower function.
This is a story that's bigger than all of us. This is a whole new generation who might not have a lot of experience with this time period. I think this is a great opportunity to have them experience that and feel that.
We've made something pretty incredible, and I'm very proud of it.
It's perhaps the greatest compliment I've been paid in my career to work on this project.
This is the most powerful game I've ever worked on. It's very personal, it's very humbling.
You know, I've been making games for over 26 years. And I'll tell you, it's the best game we ever made.
It's lit. It's so lit. Guys, if you've enjoyed that stream, leave a like right now. Give us a thumbs up. Boom! Let's do it. Holy guacamole. Let's talk real quick about the fact that we got some zombies intel, everybody. We actually got some. We got this beautiful image, which we're going to be looking at right now for just a moment. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Let me brighten up for all of you. Let me brighten this bad boy up. Brightening her up. Brightening her up. There we go. go. I'm trying to get the filter on. Oh! They just ended the music. Okay, that's the end of the music. Oh! They're rewinding it. What? What are they doing? Wait. Ah! It went whoop, and then it ended. Okay, so that's that. Let's get this back up. Let's get this filter on here. Let's see if I can brighten this bad boy. Color correction. Color correction. Brightness. Brightness. Okay, and then a bit of contrast. And let's play with the gamma a little bit. Okay. We're looking for that perfect balance of brightness and contrast. That looks pretty good to me. That looks pretty good. Okay, so I don't think there's actually that much to discuss about this other than, oh boy, that boy, like looks like he's seen better. Looks like he's seen better days. I'm so excited for more news. The fact they were talking about, like, the Third Reich are getting desperate at the end of the war, that is literally the foundation of Call of Duty Zombies made by Treyarch. So they could be taking this into a whole new place. So exciting. Like, seriously, it doesn't get much better than that. It really does not get much better than that in terms of hype. Oh! We had a second of music there. This is crazy, though. Like, mega crazy. And I absolutely cannot wait to get more info. I think that I'm probably going to have to end the stream there because at the end of the day, I got some videos to make, everybody. I got to break this bad boy down. So thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. This has been fantastic. You've all been so generous with your donations, etc. I haven't been able to respond to a lot of them just because of the fact that the stream has been basically talking non-stop throughout and I wanted to focus on most of the audio in the stream itself. But thank you so much for tuning in. And, I mean, we're at 1 hour and 15 minutes, 16 minutes, we just ticked over to, so I think that's probably a good place to end it. So thank you so much for watching, like I've said. I've been MrRoflWaffles, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.